Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Buffalo Buffheads Baseball. Glad to have you with us for Big League Baseball. You're on 66 WAPBA. Today, we're coming to you from Pittsburgh, where the Buffheads will meet the hometown Rebels before a hostile crowd. The Rebels come into this game in fourth place. They're 2.5 games behind the leader in the league. They're sixth in batting at 243. Third in homers with 4. Fourth in slugging, having lost 4 in a row. This is the first game in this 3-game series. The Rebels take the field here in the first. McGraw has set his opening slate. Bradley at first base. Lewis at second. Holly the shortstop. Lennox at third. And the outfield. In left is Savage. In center, Oaks. And over in right, McDonald. Berry is behind the plate. And today's slap man for Pittsburgh, the righty, Barger. This is Barger's second start of the season. His record, 1-0. He's coming off a win. Cy has worked 9 2/3. His ERA at 3.72. Pretty good control. He will be facing Buffhead starter, right-hander Anderson. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Agler to lead it off for the Buffheads. So far at the plate, his average at 324. He has 4 RBIs, 5 walks in his 42 trips. He stands in. Barger is ready to fire it in. Barger to the wind. Yanked towards second. Lewis feels it. He flips to first. High throw. But they get him. 1 away. Delahanty is out to get his licks. He bats right. For Buffalo. Base is clear. 1 down. So far at the plate, hitting at 161. He has 3 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and 3 attempts. 3 walks in his 37 trips. Delahanty comes up there swinging. Not a patient hitter. Barger prepares to come home. The pitch. Upstairs with a fast one. Delahanty doesn't offer. And that's ball number 4. And Frank will get down to first. For Buffalo, Delahanty down at first. 1 gone. Next to bat for Buffalo is Henford from the right. Charlie doing good work at the plate. Hitting a solid 306. Delahanty is jockeying for a big lead off first. Barger looking in at the target. Barger fires it in. Swung on, strike. And Delahanty takes off. Berry guns it down. The play at second. And this race goes to Delahanty. That's his 3rd steal of the season. So Henford steps back in. Barger is on the slab, sets his grip with the ball out of sight, glances back at the runner. Speedy Delahanty edging toward third. Now Barger pitches, swing and a miss. Henford goes down on strikes. 2 gone. For Buffalo, 2 outs, 1 on. Smith steps up to face Barger. So far, his average at 62. He's walked 7 times in his 40 trips. Right-hander Barger ready. Delahanty now with an aggressive lead. Here comes a pitch. It's back to him at the mound. He gloves it, flips to first, and that's out number 3. That'll do it for Buffalo. Nothing across. There were no errors. 1 left. Buffheads, nothing. Rebels coming up. For the Buffheads. Overall, they now stand at 4 and 5, having lost 3 in a row. In the league, they're 7th in batting at 236. Tied for 2nd in steals with 10. 3rd in ERA at 2.78. The Buffheads take the field here in the first. Let's see. Manager Schendel sends out his squad this way. Egler at first base. Downey at second. Wirtz the shortstop. Smith at third. The trio in the outfield. In left is Delahanty. In center, Hanford. And over in right, Bonin. Blair is behind the plate. And on the mound for the Buffheads, the right-handed Anderson. This is Anderson's third start of the season. His record, 1-1. He's coming off a win. Fred has worked 17 innings. His ERA at 2.12. Savage the leading off, hitting .289. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked 4 times in his 42 trips. Catcher ready. Anderson kicks and deals. Base hit center field. Hanford is over. Scoops it up. And Savage holds first for the single. McDonald is the next hitter. So far, he's hitting .303. Tex has 1 homer on the season, 3 ribbies. 3 walks in his 40 trips. Blair talking with Anderson. They want to hold Savage close. Right-handed Anderson goes to the set position. Savage 2 full strides off first. The pitch, breaking ball. High and inside, ball 1. McDonald stands in again. Pitcher Anderson eyeing McDonald. Now he's ready. The pitch. Swung on, and it's pulled hard to right. Bonin will play it on the hop. Savage is around second, but the coach is signaling to stop. They're holding Savage with second as the throw comes in. A pair of singles for Pittsburgh. Here's Lennox for Pittsburgh. Savage at second. McDonald at first. No one out. His average at .333. Ed has driven home 7 runs for the season. Anderson on the rubber. Checks the runners. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Routine fly ball to right. Bonin moves under it and brings it down. Both runners are tagging. The coach is waving him to third. He's throwing to third. And the runners out by inches. That's 2. McDonald retreats and holds first. Rebels hitter Oaks. To date offensively, hitting .300. 1 homer. He's knocked in 9. He's walked 3 times in his 44 trips. Anderson gets set to pitch. The pitch. Pulled hard down the line to right. Into the corner. McDonald racing for third. Oaks headed for second. McDonald flies toward home. He will score. Bonin plays the carom to throw to third. The relay. The slide. And he's safe on a close play. Triple and an RBI for Oaks. And he jumps right up and claps his hands. So they score 1 on a triple, and the Rebels go ahead by a run, 1-0 here in the first. And Oaks now has 10 runs batted in on the season. 1 on, the bottom of the first inning. Bradley up the bat, hitting at .333. He has 4 RBIs. He's walked twice in his 36 trips. Anderson prepares to come home. Anderson watching Oaks at third. Now the pitch. Lined hard over Downey. Base hit. Bonin takes it on the bounce. Oaks scores easily. And Bradley has the RBI. So Bradley with a ribby single, and the Rebels now lead 2-0. Berry coming up. On the season, he's hitting .143. He has 5 RBIs. He has walked once. Anderson focuses in on the target. Big hole on the right side. Bradley not wandering too far. The pitch. Berry lunges at it. Side retired. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. 2 runs on 4 hits. They jump into the lead. Rebels over the Buffheads, 2-0, and they'll try to protect that lead in the second. For Buffalo, it'll be Blair, Downey, and Bonin. Blair will start it off here in the second. Bats from the right. To date, his average at .281. He has 4 RBIs. He's walked 4 times in his 36 trips. Berry ready to receive. Now Barger pitches. Blair gets the sweet part of the bat on it. It'll be a tough chance from Savage. He might not make it there, heading toward the wall. He has it in his glove, and he hits the wall. But he holds the ball. Great play. 1 away. It's now Downey, the bat. He swings from the right side, hitting 6th. So far this season, hitting at .156. He has 6 RBIs. Tom has 3 steals in 3 tries. 3 walks in his 36 trips. Barger is ready to fire it in. The pitch. Popped a mile high. Berry throws off his mask. He's there. Takes a step back and brings it down, and that's out number 2. Now at bat, Bonin. Bonin not strong at the plate so far. 3 for 12. He's walked once. Bonin ready. Catcher ready. He delivers. Grounded hard to Lennox. Backhand stab, and it is by him. Base hit. Savage is in. He'll hold Bonin to a single. 1 on. Here's Wirtz to take his swings. We do not have a scouting report on this guy. To date, 1 for 3. The batter stands in. Berry sets up. Barger kicks and delivers. Grounded to short. Holly has it. He'll go to first, and that retires the side. That'll do it for Buffalo. Nothing across. There were no errors. 1 left. After 1.5, it's still 2-0 Rebels. Anderson will now face the bottom of the Rebels lineup. Holly, Lewis, and Barger coming up. Holly leading it off. To date, offensively, batting .176. He's walked once in his 35 trips. Anderson gets set to work on him. The pitch. Slashed into the hole. Downey to his left. He has it. Over to Egler. Holly is gone. 1 away. Lewis is the next hitter. His numbers could use some fattening up. Batting .212. Anderson looking in at the target. Anderson deals. Swung on. It's popped foul behind third. Smith's running for it. At the stands. It's out of play. Strike 1. Lewis ready to take on Anderson again. Anderson looking home. Anderson into his motion. Delivers. Lewis slaps it on the ground toward right. This one has eyes. Right between Downey and Egler for a base hit. Lewis couldn't have thrown it in a better spot. Barger walking up the bat. On the season, he's 0 for 4. Real speed at first with Lewis on. Now Anderson ready. Infield back at double play depth. Anderson cranks it up. Hit hard to Wirtz. No play at second. Thrown on to first. Safe. He's safe. High throw drew Egler off the bag. That should be an error on Wirtz. 2 on, first and second. 1 gone. Savage up. He stands in. Anderson prepares to come home. Here he comes. Swung on, and it's a hard line to Downey. Caught. And the runners hold. All right, 2 away. Lewis at second. Barger at first for Pittsburgh. The bottom of the second inning. The next Rebels. Batter is McDonald. Tex has driven home 3 runs for the season. McDonald steps up to the plate. Anderson gets set to pitch. The runners take their lead. The pitch, ground ball to Egler. He scoops it up, steps on first. That's 3 away. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. No runs on 1 hit. 1 miscue for the Buffheads. They leave 2. They cannot add to their lead. The score is still 2-0 Pittsburgh as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Anderson, Egler, and Delahanty due up for Buffalo. By the way, looking at Lewis out at second. He entered this game 3rd in double plays with 9. And alongside him, Holly, number 2 in double plays with 10. All right. Pitcher Anderson to lead it off. Offensively this season, he's 1 for 5 and walked once. Catcher Berry sets his target. The pitch to Anderson. A towering fly ball to center. Oaks roams over. Plenty of room. And hauls it in. 1 away. Egler is now up. Egler steps in. Catcher Berry sets his target. He cranks and fires. Egler nubs it in front of home. Berry pounces on it. Drops it. Picks it up again. And makes the throw to first. In time for the 2nd out. Now at bat, Delahanty. Barger looking in at the target. He brings it home. Swung on, popped foul behind first. Lewis racing over, waves off Bradley, and he gloves it to retire the side. So the Buffheads go in order after 2.5. Rebels up by 2. The Rebels now send up the heart of their order to face Anderson, Lennox, Oaks, and Bradley. To get it going, Lennox. In the league, he's 5th in on-base percentage. Tied for 2nd in homers with 2. 1st in walks with 9. Lennox now ready. Anderson poised. Anderson comes to him. Scorched, but right at Egler. He snatches it in midair, and Lennox barely got out of the box. 1 away. Oaks getting ready to go. Among the league leaders, he's 5th in runs batted in with 9. In this game, he's driven in a run. Anderson is ready to fire it in. The pitch is on the way. High fly ball to left. Delahanty drifts over toward the line. He's under it. And makes the catch. 2 gone. Two down, 3rd inning. Bradley is stepping up to hit against Anderson. He's a right-handed batter. Anderson gets set to pitch. The delivery from Anderson. Blooper to left center toward the gap. Hanford runs in on it. Wirtz is backing up. It drops in, and Bradley is on it first with a base hit. That's Bradley's 2nd hit of the game. Okay, for Pittsburgh. Bradley on it first, 2 away. Next to bat for Pittsburgh is Berry from the right. Anderson now set. Space on the right. Anderson brings it. Swung on. Strike. Bradley breaks hard for second base. Blair comes up throwing the slide. Nails him. Blair got rid of that ball in a hurry. 3 down. For the Rebels, nothing across. The score still stands 2-0 Rebels as we head for the top of the 4th inning. The Buffheads now send up the heart of their order to face Barger, Hanford, Smith, and Blair. Hanford will lead off the 4th. He swings from the right. Barger ready. The pitch. Grounded to Lewis. He scoops it up. Flips the first. 1 away. The Buffheads have 1 down, none on. Smith steps up to face Barger. He's their cleanup hitter. Barger focuses in on the target. Now Barger pitches. 1 hop of the second over to first. And that's the second out. Now at bat, Blair. Berry set. Now Barger pitches. Popped up, shallow center field. Oaks is coming on, and he's got it. Side retired. The Rebels retire the side in order. The score is still 2-0 Pittsburgh as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Berry, Holly, and Lewis due up for Pittsburgh. Berry will get it started for the Rebels. Right-handed hitter to face Anderson. He stands in. Blair sets up. High pop fly. This one will bring rain. Smith and Blair converge near the line. Blair is calling off Smith, and he has it for the out in fair territory. Notch 1. Holly, the hit. Anderson looking in at the target. The pitch. Fly ball, left field. No trouble. Delahanty moves under it and brings it down. And that's the second out. Next batter, Lewis. Lewis in the box. Anderson will go to work on him. The pitch. Routine grounder to second. Downey scoops it. Flips the first. Bad throw. But Egler gets his foot on the bag to retire the side. So the Rebels go down 1-2-3. The score is still 2-0 Pittsburgh as we go to the top of the 5th inning. For Buffalo, here in the 5th, Downey, Bonin, and Wirtz. Downey leading it off. Downey ready. Now Barger ready. Barger comes home. Slow ground ball right side. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Lewis, and Downey is out at first. 1 down. Here's Bonin coming to the plate. Bonin does not reach a lot. Bonin waiting, bat stirring slightly. Right-hander Barger ready. Barger over the offering. Swung on, pop foul behind first. Lewis racing over, waves off Bradley, and he gloves it, and that's out number 2. Now coming to bat for the Buffheads, Wirtz. Dell is 0 for 1. In the box now. Barger prepares to come home. Here he comes. Upstairs with a fast one. Wirtz doesn't offer, and Barger gets the call. He's out on strikes. Side retired. So the Buffheads go in order. After 4.5, it's still 2-0 Rebels. For Pittsburgh, here in the 5th, Barger, Savage, and McDonald. Barger starts it for the Rebels. He stands in. Right-hander Anderson goes to the set position. Anderson brings it home. Grounded to short. Wirtz is there. The throw to first. Gets him. One away. Savage gets set to bat against Anderson. Hitting from the left side here. One away. He's hitting 300. Anderson looking home. He lets it go. Anderson misses again. Savage trots down to first for the walk, and that's the first walk issued by Anderson. For Pittsburgh, 1 out, 1 on. McDonald now walks out to bat. He bats left-handed. Now hitting at 314. Savage pawing the ground at first. Batter ready. Blair sets up. And Savage takes off. It's roped hard to right. Into the corner. Monan's after it. Savage is digging. He's around third. Coming down the line. He'll score. The throw into second. Not in time. And McDonald is in standing with a double. So the double scores 1, and the Rebels now lead 3-0. For Pittsburgh, McDonald on at second, 1 down. Lennox comes out to face Anderson. Bats right. He's hitting 314. Blair sets up. Anderson looks back at McDonald on second. The offering to Lennox. Lofted to right. Bonin backpedals, waits, and pulls it in. McDonald is tagging. Bonin turns and sets. But they're holding him at second as the ball is returned to the infield. All right. Oakes steps up to face Anderson. He swings from the left side. He's their cleanup hitter. 2 gone. McDonald down at second for Pittsburgh. Now batting 310. Oakes steadies his bat. Right-hander Anderson goes to the set position. Anderson looks back at McDonald on second. Anderson spins and fires to second. McDonald hits the dirt. The tag. He's back. Now Anderson is set again. And the pitch. Strike 3. Oakes swung right through it. That's 3 away. For the Rebels, a run on 1 hit. There were no errors. They inch away from the Buffheads. Rebels ahead 3-0. We go to the top of the 6th inning. But Buffheads will have Anderson, Agler, and Delahanty here in the 6th. Pitcher Anderson to lead it off. He stands in. Now Barger ready. Buffheads manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. Schendel is taking pitcher Anderson out of the game. Loudon will now hit for him. Bats right. He breaks off a willow branch. Strides toward the box. So Anderson goes 5 innings. He leaves with 3 runs on 7 hits. He stands to lose it unless the Buffheads can make up the 3-run deficit. Loudon's up. He's been stinging the ball. Now batting 333 in 35 trips. He has 4 RBIs. Baldy has a good eye. Right-hander Barger ready. Barger to the wind. In the dirt, ball 1. So Loudon will get back in there. Barger prepares to come home. The offering from Barger. Loudon hacks at it and shoots it skyward into short left center. That could be trouble. Holly puts on a burst of speed. Oakes won't be able to reach it. Holly cannot get it. He had to leap over sliding Oaks to avoid a collision, and Loudon holds first for the single. Now coming up, Egler. Not a home run threat. He stands in. Barger is ready to fire it in. The pitch. Grounded to Lewis. He fires to Holly at second. Out. Over to Bradley at first. And he's safe at first. But they get the lead runner. One away. One on. Next up, Delahanty. Frank does not get extra base hits. Barger is ready to fire it in. Barger kicks and delivers. Check swing. They check with the first base ump, and he didn't go around. Ball one. Delahanty stands in again. Right-handed Barger goes to the set position. The pitch from Barger. Line toward short, just out of reach. Savage is chasing it. Egler is rounding second. But the coach is signaling to stop. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, and Frank has himself a single. Well, Henford gets set to bat against Barger. Egler on second. Delahanty on first. One down. Henford is a threat for the extra base hit. Barger climbs the mound, checks the runners. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Henford touches this one off. High and far to left center. Savage and Oaks both give chase. Wave bye-bye. Barger hung that one. Henford will touch all the bases. And he's sure taking his time. He's greeted at home plate. Congratulations all around. Barger grabs a rosin bag and flings it to the ground in disgust. So Henford hits a big 3-run tater, his first home run of the season, and the Buffets have tied this game. And this crowd has gone silent, and Henford now has 9 runs batted in on the season. All right, Smith gets set to face Barger. He's their cleanup hitter. Fred has done nothing in 2 trips. Smith does not get on much. He stands in. Right-handed Barger goes to the set position. Now the delivery. Just off the corner, a base on balls. And that's only the second walk issued by Barger. One gone. Smith down at first. Score tied. Blair up the bat. Blair is hitless in 2 at-bats. Smith is jockeying for a big lead off first. If he scores, the Buffets take the lead. Barger on the rubber, checks the runner. Smith 2 full strides off first. A toss over to first, and Smith steps back to the bag. Barger gets the ball back. Now he's set again. Now he throws to first. And Smith gets back. Not his best move. Barger gets the ball back. Now he's set again. Barger fires it in. Swung on. Strike. And there goes Smith. Here's a peg for Barry. Lewis tags him out. And that cost them a lead getter. 2 down. Blair ready to take on Barger again. Now Barger ready. The pitch. Up the chimney. A towering pop-up in foul ground. Barry near the dugout. And he gloves it for the out. 3 down. That'll do it for Buffalo. 3 runs on 3 hits. They have tied this game. Scored 3 runs for both teams at the end of 5 1/2. Bradley, Barry, and Holly due up for Pittsburgh. Forey is coming on in relief for Buffalo. For Forey, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to win. Bradley will get it started for the Rebels. He bats right. Bradley has a pair of hits and 2 times. 1 RBI. Forey takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Forey looking home. And now the pitch. It's a shot to left center. That's a base hit. Bradley rounds first. Hanford takes it on the long bounce. The throw to second. And Bradley holds with a single. The go-ahead run has reached third. Hit for Bradley in the game. Now coming up, Berry. Berry has done nothing in 2 trips. Bradley will get a good jump. Forey put on the rubber. Blair crouched down now. He squares. Forey fires it in. Berry pushes it down the first baseline. Nicely done. The only play is at first. A sacrifice for Berry. Bradley moves down to second. And that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. 1 away. Bradley on at second. Now Holly to face Forey. Bats right. Ed has done nothing in 2 trips. Forey sets up on the rubber again. Glances back at the runner. And the pitch comes in. Holly flips a rain bringer, twisting down the line. Not too deep. Bonin is after it, tracks it near the right field stripe, and he grabs it for the out. Bradley is tagging. Bonin sets, but the coach flashes a stop sign as the throw comes in. Here's Lewis to take his swings, batting 8. Bradley standing out at second, 2 down. Jack has a hit and 2 at bats. Forey climbs the mound, checks Bradley at second. The delivery from Forey. Pulled sharply to Smith. Room service bounce. The long throw to first. And they get him. And that retires the side. For the Rebels, no runs on 1 hit. 1 left. They fail to capitalize on the runner. There's no change. Rebels, Buffheads, even at 3. The Buffheads will have Downey, Bonin, and Wirtz here in the 7th. To get it going, Downey. Downey is 0 for 2. Barger focuses in on the target. The pitch. And it's lined to center field. Oakes takes 3 steps to his right and hauls it in. 1 away. Now coming to bat for the Buffheads, Bonin. Luther has a hit and 2 at bats. Bonin does not reach a lot. Catcher Berry sets his target. Barger brings it. It's blooped to short. Holly is backing up quickly. Stabs high to his right, and he hauls it in. 2 away. Wirtz coming up. Wirtz is hitless in 2 at bats. Barger looking in at the target. The pitch. Hot smash to third. Lennox gets his glove on it. Now the long throw. Bradley scoops it on 1 hop, and Wirtz is retired. Nice play on both sides of the infield. 3 away. For the Buffheads, 3 up, 3 down. Score even at 3. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root, root, root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, strike you out at the old ball game. Hang on.
For Pittsburgh, here in the 7th, Barger, Savage, and McDonald. Pitcher Barger to lead it off. Poirier gets set to pitch. To the plate. Batted slowly toward first. Egler feels it and feeds Poirier coming over for the putout. One out, seventh inning. Next up, Savage. He's their leadoff hitter. Savage, in 3 appearances, 1 hit, 1 free pass, and he scored a run. Savage can get on for you. Blair crouched down now. He cranks and fires. Wrapped back to the mound, and he spears it over to first, and Savage is retired. McDonald coming up. McDonald is a threat for the extra base hit. McDonald is 2 for 3, 1 ribby, and he scored once. Batter set. Now Poirier ready. The pitch. Line to right. Bonin will play it on the hop. And McDonald is on with a single. Tex with his 3rd hit in this game. Lennox is up next. Ed is 0 for 3. Pitcher Poirier set to go. He comes home. Taken. There goes McDonald. Here's Blair with a throw. Out. Strong throw by Blair. And that cost them a lead getter. And that's the Rebels. Second time caught stealing. 3 down. For the Rebels, no runs on 1 hit. Rebels, Buffheads, 3 runs for both teams. Poirier, Egler, and Delahanty due up for Buffalo. Poirier is scheduled to hit. Here's Poirier coming to the plate. Ed taking his first at bat of the season. Barger climbs a mound. Next would be Egler. Joe is in the on-deck circle. Righty against righty. Buffheads manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. Schendel is taking pitcher Poirier out of the game. He's sending Shafley to the plate. Bats right. He shoulders a bat. Strolls to the box. Poirier pitched 2 innings. His line, no runs on 2 hits. Shafley to face Barger. He can surprise you at the plate. This is his 4th game. To date at bat, 0 for 3. Barger wipes sweat from his hands. The ump is dusting off the plate. Shafley in the batter's box. Raises his hand slightly. Taps the plate. Waits for the pitch. Barger toes the rubber. He leans in for the sign from Berry. Fingers the ball behind his back. Barger looking home. Schendel arms akimbo. And a pitch. And it nails him on the shoulder. Shafley's in pain, but he seems to be okay. And he trots down to first. The go-ahead run has reached. Here we go. Shafley down at first. Nobody out. Egler steps up to face Barger. Egler 0 for 3. He scored once. Egler can get on for you. Unlikely to bunt here. Shafley can hightail it. Egler preparing to bat. Barger wipes sweat from his hands. The batter stands in. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on Barger. Taps the plate with his bat. Waits. Barger climbs a mound. Checks the runner. Space on the right. They start the runner. The delivery. Line toward short. Holly leaps. He's got it, but he falls down. Now he's up. The throw to first. But Shafley is back in time. Holly really climbed the ladder to get to that liner. 1 down. Here we go for Buffalo. 1 out. Shafley down at first. Score tied. Next to bat for Buffalo is Delahanty from the right. Delahanty 1 for 2 with a walk. He's stolen the base, and he scored once. Frank does not get extra base hits. Barger sets up on the rubber again, cradles the ball in his glove, and waits. Catcher Barry sets his target. Buffheads. Manager Schendel looking at his score sheet, trying to stir up a little magic. And they're yanking Delahanty. Schendel will call on Young to face the righty Barger. He shoulders a bat and heads toward the plate. Young coming up. Dell starting off well. Now batting .292. Young wipes his left sleeve across his forehead, ties the lace on his left shoe, taps the bat on his left heel, looks back into the dugout. Barger shakes out his arms. Young at the plate. Waits. Barger is on the slab. Barry crouched down now. Space on the right. The pitch. Young squibs it to the left side. A swinging bunt. Lennox charges it, picks it up, guns it to first, and they get him. 2 down. Shafley moves to second on the play. Okay, the action's on. Hanford up to hit for Buffalo. 2 down, 1 on, score tied. Hanford had his first homer earlier in this game. Hanford 1 for 3. Knocked in 3. Fair speed at second. He's the potential go-ahead run. Hanford hitches his pants. Stretches with a bat above his head. Barger inspects the ball. Sticks his glove under his arm. He's down on one knee, tying a shoelace. Charlie at the plate. Now, ready? Barger will go to work on him. Man, they are putting Hanford on. Free pass to Charlie. We may not be seeing Smith. Here we go for Buffalo. Runners at first and second. 2 down, the top of the 8th inning. Smith up the bat. Smith 0 for 2 with a walk. Smith grips his right shoulder. Barger wipes sweat from his hands. The ump wants to look at the ball. Now he returns it to Barger. So now, Smith at the plate, leans in. Barger, foot on the rubber, shakes off the sign. Now Barry is running out to the mound. They're talking it over. And now Barry is trotting back. Here we go. Cradles the ball in his glove and waits. Barry set. The runners take their lead. Here's a pitch, grounded hard at Lennox. He's up with it. Fires to second, and they get him for the 3rd out. For the Buffheads, no runs on no hits. They leave 2. A good chance goes by the board. Another half inning gone. Scores tied at 3 into 7.5. Buffalo will now face the heart of the Rebels lineup. Lennox, Oaks, and Bradley coming up. Young, he is now playing left for Buffalo. Hauser is coming on in relief for Buffalo. For Hauser, this is his first appearance. He's a southpaw. It's his game to win. Lennox will get it started for the Rebels. He bats right. Lennox 0 for 3. Ed can get on. Infield is tense. Eyeing the speedy Lennox. Hauser shakes out his arms. Lennox at the plate. He slowly digs in to face Hauser. Tugs at his cap. Taps the barrel on the plate. Leans in. Hauser is on the slab. He leans in for the sign from Blair. Turns the ball slowly behind his back. Lefty against righty. Hauser brings it home. Cut on, a topper out front. Hauser has it, goes to first, in time for the out. One gone, bases clear for Pittsburgh. Score tied. Oaks is out to take his hacks. He hits from the left. Rebel 1 for 3. Driven in 1, and he scored once. His average now at .302. Oaks can turn a single into a double. Rebel stands in. He digs in deep with his spikes. Lowers the brim of his cap. Plays a little flute with his fingers on the bat handle. Waits. Hauser, foot on the rubber. Hauser staring in, ready to work. The pitch. Line to short, and he's got it. That's 2. 2 outs. 8th inning. Bradley is out to take his hacks, and he hacks from the right. Bradley, 3 for 3. 1 RBI. Bradley in the box. Adjusts himself. Leans in. Catcher Blair sets his target. The pitch. Slow tapper toward second. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Downey, and Bradley is out at first. Rebels go down. Hauser sets them down in order. Score knotted at 3. For Buffalo, here in the 9th, Blair, Downey, and Bonin. Blair will start it off here in the 9th, right-hander. Walter is hitless in 3 at-bats. Barger has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. Sticks his glove under his arm. He's down on one knee, tying a shoelace. Walter at the plate. Now, ready? Barger toes the rubber. Stares down the hill for Berry. Sign. Righty against righty. Berry set. The pitch. Slow tapper toward second. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Lewis, and Blair is out at first for the first out. Okay, nobody on. 1 away. Downey steps up to face Barger. Downey 0 for 3. Tom does not get extra base hits. Infield is tense. Eyeing the speedy Downey. Downey in the batter's box. Adjusts himself. Waits. Barger toes the rubber. Barger into his motion. Delivers. Barger loses him, and he trots down to first. The Buffheads have 1 gone. Downey down at first. Score tied. Bonin steps up to face Barger. He swings from the left side. Bonin 1 for 3. Luther does not get extra base hits. Downey stretches his lead. He's the potential go-ahead run. Barger climbs the mound, poker-faced as he gets Berry. Sign. Now glances at Downey. Downey 2 full strides off first. Barger deals. Swung on. Strike. There goes Downey. Berry guns it down. The slide. Too late. Downey dusts himself off at second. That's his 4th steal of the season, and that's the Buffheads' 2nd stolen base in this game, and that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bonin stands in again. Barger staring in, ready to work, and they are putting Bonin on. He trots down to first. McGraw will let Barger take his chances with Wirtz. 1 gone, 9th inning, 2 on. Wirtz gets set to face Barger. Wirtz is hitless in 3 at-bats. An RBI opportunity for Dell. Lightning down at second. He's the potential go-ahead run. Wirtz tucks in his shirt, taps the bat on his left heel. Barger stretches his arms above his head. Barger bends for the rosin bag. The ump is dusting off the plate. So now, Dell stands in, waits. Barger is on the slab. Berry sets up. The runners take their lead. And the pitch just outside. And the steal is on. Downey breaks for third. Berry guns it down. And Downey is in there. The throw was high. For Downey, that's his 5th steal of the season. So the Pittsburgh defensives have been breached. The go-ahead run is now on third. Batter in the box, leans in. Barger climbs the mound. Here's Smith steady. Hauser still has his jacket on. Catcher ready. Downey at third with his arms out, crouched. Barger comes home. Hard bounce at Lewis. He cuts it off. Looks at third. Flips to first. And gets him. 2 away. Downey holds at third. Bonin moves to second. Hauser is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. Hauser's up. Joe taking his first at bat of the season. Barger climbs the mound. Egler waits on deck. Buffheads. Manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. Schendel is taking pitcher Hauser out of the game. He's sending Allen to the plate. Bats right. He shoulders a bat. Strides toward the box. So Hauser goes 1 inning. The game for Hauser, no runs on no hits. Here's Allen coming to the plate. He does not hit for average. This is his second game to date at bat. 0 for 1. He doesn't want to lose a plate here. Barger needs to bear down here. Allen preparing to bat. Taps the bat on the inside of his right foot. Looks back into the dugout. Barger bends for the rosin bag. Fixes a cleat. Allen in the batter's box. Adjusts his shoulders. Bat cocked. Now ready. Barger on the rubber. Barger looking home. Barger watching Downey at third. The pitch on the corner. Strike 3. That one froze Allen. He couldn't pull the trigger. And Nick trudges back to the dugout. 3 down. For the Buffheads, no runs on no hits. 2 men left on base. So they failed to cash in on the 2 runners. Scored even at 3 at the end of 8 1/2. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Berry, Holly, and Lewis due up for Pittsburgh. Smith is coming on in relief for Buffalo. Smith throws from the right. ERA a stingy 0. This is his second appearance. He's worked 2/3 of an inning. His record, 1 loss. It's his game to win. Here's Berry to start it off. Right-handed hitter to face Smith. Claude was not a slugger at the plate today. He's 0 for 2, and he gave himself up once. Smith shakes out his right arm. Smith inspects the ball. The ump using his broom to clean off the plate. So now, Claude at the plate. Now, ready. Smith put on the rubber. Blair ready to receive. And now the pitch. Spanked sharply to Smith. Brutal bounce. But Smith keeps it in front of him. The quick throw across the diamond got him. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's 1. Holly, the hit, 1 gone. Holly, 0 for 3. Carrying a 162 average. Holly has speed. Ed at the plate. Ed takes his time settling in the box. Now, ready. Smith toes the rubber. Right-hander Smith, ready. Smith winds and fires. Lofted to left. It's playable. Young drifts over. He's under it. And makes the catch. 2 away. Two down. 9th inning. Lewis walks up. He bats right. Lewis, 1 for 3. Jack does not get extra base hits. Lewis in the batter's box. Waits for the pitch. Smith is on the slab. McGraw looking on. Smith to the wind. Fly ball hit the left. Young drifts over. He camps under it, taps the glove, and makes the catch. That's 3 away. for the Rebels. 3 up, 3 down. Rebels, Buffheads, even at 3. So there's still more baseball to come. We're headed to the 10th. Top of the order here for Buffalo in the 10th. Aigler, Young, and Henford. Aigler to lead it off for the Buffheads. He's a lefty. Aigler is without a hit in 4 at-bats. He scored once. Aigler can get on for you. Aigler can turn a single into a double. Barger works the ball with his hand, sticks his glove under his arm. He's down on one knee, tying a shoelace. Joe at the plate, straightens his shoulder, glances down at the plate, waits for the pitch. Barger prepared to work. The pitch. Aigler bruises it, heading for the gap in left center. But Savage flags it down on the first bounce, and Aigler decides not to stretch it. He hugs first with a single. The go-ahead run has reached. 1 on. Next to bat for Buffalo is a left-hand hitting Young. Dell 0 for 1. Dell he gets good wood. Unlikely to bunt here. Aigler stretches his lead. Young readying himself. Barger wipes sweat from his hands. Barger inspects the ball. Batter in the box. Waits. Barger on the rubber. Checks the runner. Aigler bluffs going. Aigler is on the move. Barger delivers. Young chops at the ball and bounces it toward short, and the ball hops right through to left field. Shortstop Holly was at second base, and the ball went right through the vacated spot. And Aigler owns third easily, and Young is on with a controlled single. Holly couldn't reverse his direction in time. Here's the situation for Buffalo. 2 on, first and third, no outs. The next Buffheads. Batter is Henford. Henford had his first homer earlier in this game. Henford is 1 for 3 with a walk. He has 3 ribbies. On the season, Henford has 9 runs batted in. How can they possibly get out of this? Henford pulls at his sleeve. Barger works the ball with his hand. The batter stands in. He digs in deep with his spikes. Waits for the pitch. Barger, foot on the rubber, checks the runners. The Rebels are looking for the play at the plate. Throw over to first. Young, back standing. Barger gets the ball back. Now he's set again. Here he comes. Swung on, grounded right at Lennox. He picks it up. No play at second. He fires to first. Then he gets him. 1 down. Aigler has to hold third. So, 1 out, 2 on, second and third. We have Smith to bat for the Buffheads. Smith hitless in 3 at-bats with a walk. Strikeouts have been a problem for him. Aigler will score on just about any fly ball. Get him across and the Buffheads lead. Smith preparing to bat, rubs up the bat handle. Barger inspects the ball. Barger positions his mitt. He doesn't want to lose a plate here. Barger needs to bear down here. Smith takes his place in the box. Waits for the pitch. Barger is on the slab. The right-handed hitter, Blair, on deck. Barger is ready to fire it in. He breathes deeply. Exhales. They're pulled in around the infield. The pitch. 1 hopper back to Barger. He picked it. He'll go to first. 2 down. Aigler has to hold third. Fine play. Okay, folks, listen up. 2 down, 2 on, first base is open. The top of the 10th inning. The next Buffheads. Batter is Blair. Walter is 0 for 4. Walter has driven home 4 runs for the season. He doesn't want to lose a plate here. Barger needs to bear down here. Blair readying himself. Barger works the ball with his hand, fixes his cap, does some landscaping on the mound. Blair in the batter's box. Lowers the bat an inch or 2. Waits for the pitch. Barger sets up on the rubber again. Right-hander Barger. Ready. Speeded Aigler edging down the line. Barger deals. Lofted to center. Oaks has the range and the bead. and he puts it away. 3 away. For the Buffets, no runs on 2 hits. They leave 2. A good chance goes by the board. Scored even at 3 at the end of 9 1/2. Barger, Savage, and McDonald to bat next. Barger is scheduled to hit. Smith prepares to come home. Rebels, Skipper McGraw walking down the bench. You can mark pitcher Barger out for the Rebels. McGraw not letting him bat. Manaski will pinch hit for him. Bats left. He shoulders a bat. Heads out. So Barger gets his innings. He pitched 10. He leaves with 3 runs on 6 hits. A homer. He wins the game if they can score here. Manaski to face Smith. He can surprise you at the plate. This is his second game. To date, 0 for 1. He'll wait for his pitch. The Buffets defense on the ready. Manaski has the speed to shake things up. Smith bends for the Rosenbag. Manaski stands in, sets his cap. Mike has a look of determination on his face. Now, ready. Blair ready to receive. Smith with the offering. Line to right, coming on is Bonin. He's there, and he pulls it in. 1 away. Savage, the hit, 1 gone. Now hitting at 293. Savage, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 trips, and he scored a run. Savage can deliver the Aparicio double. Savage in the box, leans in. Smith looking in at the target. Smith comes home. Line drive to third, hits over his head. And Savage is on with a single. So the Buffalo defenses have been breached. The game winner is now at first. Second safety for Savage. 10th hit for the Rebels. For Pittsburgh, Savage down at first, 1 gone. We have McDonald, the bat for the Rebels. McDonald, 3 for 4, driven in 1, and he scored a run. They'll have to work around McDonald's power. Savage is jockeying for a big lead off first. McDonald readying himself, pumps the bat several times. Smith has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. The ump wants to look at the ball. Now he returns it to Smith. McDonald in the box. Adjusts himself. Leans in. Smith is on the slab. McDonald with 3 hits already. Smith set. Big hold on the right side. Savage takes a good lead. Now he throws to first. And Savage gets back. Not his best move. Smith gets the ball back. Now he's set again. The pitch toward the gap. Young is over. Cuts it off on the bounce. Savage is rounding second. But the coach flashes the stop sign. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, back-to-back single. So the Buffalo defensives have been breached. The winning run is now on second. That's McDonald's 4th hit of the game. And that's the Rebels' 11th hit. 1 away, 10th inning, 2 on. Lennox is out to take his hacks, and he hacks from the right. Lennox is without a hit and 4 at bat. Ed has driven home 7 runs for the season. Lennox preparing to bat, taps the bat on the inside of his right foot. Smith wipes sweat from his hand. The batter stands in, raises his hand slightly, waits. Smith sets up on the rubber again. Blair sets up. And the pitch comes in. Grounded hard to short. Could be 2. Wirtz fields it. Flips to Downey at second. Over to first. Oh, double play. And they get out of the inning. The half for the Rebels. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1. There's no change. Rebels, Buffheads, even at 3. For Buffalo, here in the 11th, Downey, Bonin, and Wirtz. LeClaire is coming on in relief for Pittsburgh. LeClaire throws from the right. He has a lofty 11.37 ERA. This is his second appearance. He's worked 6 1/3. His record, 1 loss. It's his game to win. Here's Downey to start it off. Tom has a walk in 4 trips. 2 stolen bases. Tom does not get extra base hits. Downey can deliver the Aparicio double. LeClaire inspects the ball. The batter stands in, raises his hand slightly, waits for the pitch. LeClaire focuses in on the target. The pitch. A high drive to deepest center. Oakes has it all the way. Just allowed out. 1 down. One out, 11th inning. Bonin, the hit. Luther does not get extra base hits. Bonin has a hit and a walk in 4 appearances. A walk is as good as a double for Bonin. Bonin in the box. Bat cocked. Waits for the pitch. LeClaire ready. LeClaire brings it. That's high and deep by Bonin. Oakes is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him. He makes a catch. He stayed with it beautifully. 2 away. Two outs. Wirtz, the hit. Wirtz has done nothing in 4 trips. Now LeClaire ready. And the pitch comes in. Hit hard down the left field line. Savage is after it. He's at the warning track and makes the running catch. Buffheads gone. No runs, no hits, no errors midway through the 11th. This game is even at 3 after 10 1/2. The Rebels will have Oakes, Bradley, and Berry here in the 11th. Here's Oakes to lead it off. He hits from the left. Rebel has a hit in 4 trips. Driven in 1, and he scored once. Now batting .295. Oakes can turn a single into a double. Smith inspects the ball. Oakes in the box. He digs in deep with his spikes. Leans in. Smith staring in, ready to work. He delivers. Fly ball center field. Plenty of room. Hanford is there and takes it in. 1 down. One out, 11th inning. Bradley comes out to face Smith. Bats right. Hugh has raised his average from .333 to .378 in this game. Bradley, 3 for 4, 1 RBI. If Bradley gets on, he has a good chance of scoring. Bradley takes his place in the box, waits for the pitch. Smith gets set to pitch. The offering to Bradley. Over but low, and Bradley takes first, and Smith has walked a winning run. Pittsburgh now sends Berry the bat from the right. Batting 6th for Pittsburgh. 1 away, Bradley on first. In this game, he's 0 for 3, and he gave himself up once. Not a home run threat. Bradley has some speed. Berry can win this one for the Rebels. Smith sets up on the rubber again. He shakes off the sign. Again he shakes it off. Now he has one he likes. Smith focuses in on the target. He brings it home. Swung on, stroked solidly to left field. It drops in front of Young. He feels it. Bradley around second. But the third base coach is on the job. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, and Claude has himself a single. So the Rebels have an opening. The winning run is now on second for Pittsburgh. The 12th hit in this game. One gone. 11th inning. 2 on. Holly's up. Holly has done nothing in 4 trips. Ed has 1 RBI on the season. Holly readying himself. Smith stretches his arms above his head. Holly takes his place in the box. Loosens his grip slightly. Waits. Smith on the rubber. Smith gets set to pitch. The runners take their lead. Smith comes to him, and it's chopped down the first baseline. Egler scoops it, and he drops it. No play anywhere, and the bases are loaded. Egler is charged with an error. The Buffets have now committed 2 errors, so the Rebels have an opening. The winning run is now on third base. The bases are loaded. The bottom of the 11th. Lewis, the hit. Lewis has been up 4 times with a hit. He's a contact hitter. Jack has driven home 2 runs for the season. A fly ball will challenge Bradley to third. He's the potential winning run. Smith put on the rubber. Righty against righty. Rebels. Skipper McGraw walking down the bench, trying to make it happen. It looks like Lewis will not bat. It's going to be Roberts. He shoulders the bat. Heads out. John will send him up to battle the right-hander. Roberts comes up to bat. Roberts, not a threat for average. This is his 3rd game. So far at the plate, 0 for 2. He rarely strikes out. Good speed at third. He is the winning run. Roberts. Smith shakes out his arms. Roberts takes his place in the box. Waits. Smith is on the slab. Infield deep. He comes home. He goes the other way. Lined over third. Foul. Strike 1. Roberts in the box. He rubs out a little chalk at the back of the box. Waits for the pitch. Smith is on the slab. Righty against lefty. Smith prepared to work. A little glistening on his upper lip. Infielder's back. He lets one go. Paints the black. Strike 3 call. 2 gone. And he leaves the bases loaded. A big strikeout with the bases loaded. LeClaire is scheduled to hit. Rebels hitter LeClaire. On the season, he's 1 for 3. Smith climbs the mound. Right-hander Smith ready. The runners take their lead. Now Smith pitches. Punched back to the mound. Smith has it. Throws to first. That's the 3rd out. For the Rebels, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They leave 3, and they fail to capitalize on the bases full situation. This game is even at 3 after 11 innings. Smith, Egler, and Young due up for Buffalo. McDonald moves from right field to second base. Roberts. He'll be playing right for Pittsburgh. Smith is scheduled to hit. Smith up there. Bob taking his first at bat of the season. LeClaire looking home. The delivery from LeClaire. Popped up. Back toward the screen. Berry throws off his mask. It's playable. And he covers it. 1 down. One out, none on. Egler gets set to face LeClaire. Egler has patience. Joe has a hit in 5 trips, and he scored once. If Egler gets to first, it's like a double. The batter stands in, leans in. Catcher ready. LeClaire into his motion. Delivers. Didn't mean to swing. A slow roller to the left side. Holly will have to rush his throw, and he gets Egler. Nice play for the 2nd out. 2 away, 12th inning. We have Young coming up to hit. Young, 1 for 2. Young with dependable power. Young in the batter's box. Bends his shoulders. Knocks the bat handle twice on the plate. Waits. Right-hander LeClaire. Ready. He wheels and deals. Ripped to right. Base hit. Young takes a big turn. He's going for 2. He's dead. The throw. And he drops it. Roberts dropped the ball. Roberts picks up an error. Scored that a single. And that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dell with his second hit in this game. The Buffheads have 2 outs. Young down at second. Hanford walks up. He bats right. Already has a homer in this game. His first. Hanford has added a walk and a hit. He has 3 ribbies. On the season, Hanford has 9 runs batted in. Hanford still not in the box. Rubs up the bat handle. LeClaire has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. Hanford stands in. Waits. LeClaire now set. And they are putting Hanford on. Intentional walk. We may not be seeing Smith. Buffalo now sends Smith to bat. Young on second. Hanford on first. 2 down. Smith has a walk in 5 trips. If the Buffheads are going to score, then it will take a 2-out hit. Smith pulls at his sleeve. LeClaire wipes sweat from his hands. Smith at the plate. Now ready. LeClaire on the rubber. Blair is trying to get loose in the on-deck circle. Checks Young at second. The runners take their lead. LeClaire delivers. Skied high to the left side. Holly is drifting back. He's under it. This should do it. And he makes the catch. For the Buffheads, no runs on 1 hit. 1 misadventure for the Rebels. 2 left. That's 10 men left on base. In this game, coming into this game, they were 6th in runners left on base with 67. Pretty good. They couldn't get the runners home. This game is tied at 3 after 11 1/2. We're at the head of the order for the Rebels. Smith will face Savage, McDonald, and Lennox. Savage will get it started for the Rebels. The switch-hitting Jimmy will bat left here. Savage up 5 times with 2 hits and a walk, and he scored once. Now batting .310. Speed Merchant. Savage could turn this game around fast. Smith stretches his arms above his head. Jimmy at the plate. Bat cocked. Waits. Now Smith ready. He cranks and fires. Breaking ball bounced up the middle. Downey is there. Spins, fires to first in time for the out. 1 away. One gone. 12th inning. We have McDonald to bat for the Rebels. Tex gets good wood. McDonald is 4 for 5. 1 ribby. And he scored a run. 4 hits. What a game! If McDonald gets the first, it's like a double. McDonald steps up to the plate. Waits for the pitch. Right-handed Smith goes to the set position. He lets one go. McDonald swings, and he got hold of that one. Way back, and it's long gone. It's all over. Home run. McDonald touches them all. So it goes. The Buffheads tumble. The game winner comes on the last play of the game. Finish with 1 away here in the 12th inning. The Rebels won a squeaker 4-3. Here's the line for the Rebels. 4 runs on 13 hits, 1 miscue, They leave 9 for the Buffets. 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. And they leave 10. LeClaire gets the win, his first. His record now 1-1. Smith takes the loss, his second. His record now 0-2. So the Rebels gain a step for the Rebels after dropping 4 in a row. They win 1 for the Rebels. Overall, they now stand at 6 wins and 5 losses. The Buffets now with 4 losses in a row. In the next game, they'll go after the Buffets again. And this game is in the books. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Pittsburgh. Rebels take this one from the Buffets. 4-3.